Hey guys, this is Tom with the Strength Agenda and Team MD USA. I've been getting some questions lately about warming up in terms of how do I keep my legs and my lower body loose for training. The best thing that I've found so far is stretching with bands. The bands that I like to use, you can get them anywhere. These ones I think are from Power System. They're just nice, they're really inexpensive, but they're very valuable. Band stretching, when you use the bands, it's a lot easier to do than just stretching in general, because when you just stretch, you're just stretching your muscles, including the band. You're going to also stretch out your joints and your joint capsules, which is to make everything nice and loose and allow you to move a little more freely. All these stretches I didn't come up with or anything like that. A couple of them I got from a couple buddies up in California. Spencer Mormon showed me the stretch where you kneel down and stretch out your quad and your hip. Mark Bell from Super Training Gym, I learned the other two from. And I'm pretty sure all these guys got these stretches from Kelly Starrett's Mobility WOD. So if you ever need any kind of a stretch in terms of bands or anything along those lines to get yourself nice and loose and help with your mobility, go to mobilitywod.com. Plenty of stuff on there that'll help you out. Alright, so let me show you how we do these things. Alright guys, first stretch that we do, or that I like to do with the band, is I'll take the band and I put my leg right through it. Get the band up as close as you can to your butt. Get the band nice and tight. And what I like to do is I like to step as far back as I can comfortably without the band pulling me forward, and I'll take a knee down. Get this foot nice and solid on the ground. Make sure you have some firm, footing, so you're not sliding all over the place. And what you're going to do is you're going to push your hip forward. What this is doing is you're stretching out your quad, and it's pulling your hip capsule towards the band. Right? Band stretching allows you to stretch out your muscle and loosen up your hip joint, because when you just normally stretch, all you're doing is stretching the muscle. And when you incorporate a band into it, what it's going to do is it's going to open up your joints wherever you're pulling it. You can use bands for your shoulders or your hips. I like to usually do my hips because it feels the best. So the first stretch here, I'll hold right here nice and easy. And if this is too easy, you can just adjust the band a little bit, scoop back, so it's nice and tight and you can feel it pulling. Make sure though you're not slouching down like this or you're leaning off to the side. Get yourself nice and tall and try and keep that hip from getting pulled forward. All right? Just hold nice and easy. I usually do this for about a minute or so on each leg, and then I'll move on to the next stretch. Alright, next stretch I like to do, this is probably the one that helps me out the most, so I can actually get in a nice deep squat position, is put my leg through here, facing, or going even up with the band, or with the bar here. Get that band again nice and high as possible. Get it nice and tight up in here. What you're going to do is you're going to walk away, almost like a side step, and you're going to kneel down. Now, the band is going to be pulling your leg away from you, and what you want to do is you want to get your foot, get your knee and your toe pointing straight forward, get your hand on, or your knee on the, get your elbow on the inside of that knee, and push out. Make sure you try and keep that knee straight. Don't let it come forward, don't let it go out. Push it straight forward, and you want to sit down in this stretch, and you're going to feel right in your groin area. And this is just taking your hip capsule and pushing it out the other direction. Same thing as the first stretch. I like to hold it for about a minute or so, and just nice and easy, just feel the stretch out, and then try and do a squat after this. You'll feel real good. Alright, the last stretch I like to do with my bands is just work on my hamstrings and my glutes. Same thing with the other ones, just get that band on your leg as high as possible. And what I like to do is just like to walk out as far as you can, stagger your feet a little bit. Try and keep this leg as straight as possible, and all you're going to do is you're just going to reach down and touch the ground here. Now you'll feel the stretch in your glute and your hamstring, and at the same time the band is pulling back on your hip socket. Like I said, doing all these different stretches, it loosens everything up. Same thing as before though, hold this about a minute each side, and that's it for my leg stretches.